Bashir, thank you so much for coming and joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, and we're really looking forward to learning more about yourself and Envision. So I just wanted to ask a couple questions, really. And the first, I think, is something everyone wants to know is, love to know more about Envision, what you guys do, and where you're kind of headed.
So Envision is a fintech, financial technology company. Not only that, but we're in payments, specifically payments, e-commerce, and what I would say is green, sort of sustainable finance, which is where we're heading with our green wallet offering as part of Envision.
So in terms of your green wallet, or just your whole characteristics, so what exactly are you doing in terms of making sustainable finance? Because there is a lot of stuff which is going on, like CSR is always a big thing, especially with banks and other big institutions. What makes you special?
So what makes Envision Green Wallet platform special is that we really bringing the two sides for the first time together. What I call the conscious spending sort of thing. So it's very convenient for people today to shop online. It's the speed, the one-click checkout shopping, and as you can imagine, it's habits. I wouldn't say bad habits. Habits die hard, and if you want to swap those habits to something that people can do the same, they don't have to change much. But at the same time, make that shopping sustainable and conscious. We actually really create something that swaps like for like. So if today you're doing an Amazon shopping, now it's difficult for people to find those sustainable product alternatives in one place. Yeah. And so what we decided to do is to actually create a product that is for the next generation of smartphone users. Green Wallet is a marketplace app for sustainable products, but it's also a platform, an easy to adopt platform for the merchants, for sustainable businesses to list their products, and through our customer advocacy program to reach the audience that they are after, which is eco-friendly shoppers at scale.
Interesting. And so with that wallet app, is there also going to be a credit card or a debit card that goes with it, or is it all going to be digital?
It's all digital, but at this stage, what we're doing is we have two offerings. We have an offering for the consumer, we have offering for the merchants. Mm-hmm. So right now, what we're focusing on is the offering for the merchants to list their sustainable products, and for users to find those products as conveniently as they used to today. But on top of that, we actually make it even rewarding. So not only they can see that they're shopping exactly the way they were before, but this time now they're being rewarded with a loyalty program we're calling it Green Coins. So they're being rewarded with green coins with every transaction, and also we plant a tree at the end of with every purchase they make. Wow, okay. So customers now can see that not only they've changed much in their shopping behavior, but now they're making an environmental impact, and they can see the positive impact of their shopping.
And that's really awesome. And in terms of planting the tree, are you planting them in any particular country or the country that they live in, or?
So at the moment we just about starting out. So the project is in Madagascar. Okay. But in the future, we would love to start looking at where exactly is the highest impact. Australia burned, for example, for months on months, and so there's now trillions, 1.2 trillion trees deficit every year we have. Now that discounts Australia, so you can see that so we've actually made ourselves, that is what sort of motivates me. How many trees, which means how many trees we're going to plant, hopefully in the next 5-10 years.
And that's amazing. And I think it kind of brings me to my next point as well, in terms of smart cities and how local governments and how cities themselves can then benefit from a scheme like this. Because not necessarily do you need to plant a tree somewhere in Madagascar or anywhere, but you can start and build cities and encourage more nature to be grown in these big metropolitan puzzles, really. And so is that something you're looking to do maybe in the future, or would you be interested in doing something like that?
Absolutely. I think, wherever, what we've done is we've built a technology that can scale.
Yeah.
And so we have the sort of the foundation now, with Envision as sort of the main payments, e-commerce platform sitting at the core. We can pretty much build, so Green Wallet is built on top of our core platform. Okay. So we've got, that allows us to scale anywhere. And I guess the reason why we've done it this way is, the next generation is the millennials and the Generation Z. It's not that anyone can use the Green Wallet app. Yeah. But I guess, the experience is created for those who are at the forefront of this green revolution, which is the millennials and the Generation Z. And so we've created this app-based experience where not only you're able to shop, but also you can actually share your experience of your shopping on your Instagram. Mm-hmm. So normally if you bought, let's say, I don't know, a vegan leather shoes, you would want to shout about it anyway, and they do. Yep. But this time you get rewarded for it if you tag your sponsoring merchant, and you will earn more green coins, which you can then redeem afterwards. So that creates sort of that customer advocacy or word of mouth at scale for the merchants. Yep. Everyone, in this day and age, are looking for something authentic. Mm-hmm. If do we want to shout about our businesses, or do our customers? We want our customers to shout about our business. So that's what we're trying to create, and we want to do this at scale, so we could quantify that positive impact on the environment and globally. So it's quite interesting because you have the Green Wallet, which is more of your commercial side. So you're dealing directly with the consumers, and Envision itself then deals more with other businesses. Yeah, so Green Wallet deals both consumers as well as merchants who want to come on board and then share the sustainable exactly
growth. Yeah.
And add their products and sell those products to hopefully today UK and tomorrow to the world. Yeah. And so we're that platform, agile platform that has created that experience for both. Whereas Envision is really the core platform, which for example for a smart city. One of the questions is, a government, what kind of services you want to develop for a government? Well, great, we have the infrastructure, and it's probably the newest payment platform, in town or in the world, I would say, because we've built Envision payment infrastructure on microservices architecture. It's new, and it's nimble and agile, so we can create different services on top of that. Very easily, whether that be for governments or whether that be for other companies wanting to white label our solution. Mm-hmm.
So in terms of governments, then it would be quite interesting. Well, are there any governments in particular you'd like to work to, and are there any specific solutions you think that Envision can then create for them that they can roll out within the next 5 years?
So at this stage, our vision really is to be able to connect shoppers with businesses at sort of different payment touch points. Yep. So that is online, in a marketplace, in store, on the go. Mm-hmm. And that's why we've created the QR code payment technology, which is getting a lot of sort of traction in Asia, China, and India, and around the world.
WeChat in China.
Absolutely, and so we've created that with Green Wallet, or another product that we have called Spiral Pay, which is also an app-based wallet and payments. Customers are able to pay, scan a QR code, and they pay instantly, pretty much.
That's really interesting. So then governments can come in and actually look to implement that within the cities to make everything. I mean, essentially, you are going paperless, but you're going a lot more
cashless payments.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, so are you also going to be working with any bigger banks or any big other financial companies, and working together with them, because they are the majority holders, and how would they then plug in or work together with you?
That's exactly how it works. So, for example, especially in a new geography, in a new city or smart city, As I said, we have that technology to connect users with the businesses and merchants, but we have to work with the acquirers or acquiring banks or banks to be able to integrate that and connect and provide the services. Without them, so even now we have partnerships with the acquiring banks, where so we don't hold the licenses at this stage, and so for that reason we always will be working with the banks and financial institutions to provide those services together.
I think that's probably the best way, because it leads to faster adoption as well. Because if you're getting everyone on board that already exists and you're part of that ecosystem, then it's going to be hopefully a lot more smoother for you to jump in and work with other companies and work with the consumers directly. So I think one last question, and that's mainly, you've already said that you've worked with many countries internationally. So are there any particular countries you want to work with going forward, or that's really piqued your interest that you think are going to be interesting?
Perfectly honest with you, at the moment we very much sort of UK Europe based, but as I said, the opportunities of building a sort of a digital cloud-based business is that you can actually take that pretty much anywhere in the world, and so it's all about the opportunities and where our investors and backers will be able to back us to actually take that our business to those geographies, with obviously the help of if you guys are doing the smart cities, wherever that is. If I was to start internationalizing the business, it wouldn't be today for us. But obviously, once we because we really focused on UK and Europe to begin with, to make sure that we get the experiences tested, trialed. And we have a strong user base here. But as I said, opportunities, if they're there, we will be wherever our clients and businesses need us to be.
I love that. Bashir, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.